Guys, how do you do B2B sales? How do you establish yourself if you are playing in extremely small niche B2B market? So I have two clients that are in extremely small B2B niche markets. And I was talking to someone, a prospective client who had even smaller niche B2B market. And actually, there is a way to play that to your advantage. It's actually a massive advantage to be on that market. So let me explain you how it works. So first, the situation. First client, his entire market is 60 customers, about 60 customers, businesses or actually businesses, people that can buy from him. And actually half of them cannot even use his solution. So we're talking about 30 potential buyers. Even if he closes 2 or 3 of them, his business will be through the roof. But his entire niche, people that he can sell to is 30 people, 30 organizations, let's say. Now, another client, he has about 50 customers that he can sell to, and maybe 100 of really small ones that won't make a difference to his business. And this prospective client I was talking to, he said like, look, my entire niche, my entire market is 10 to 15 companies. So, and the underlying assumption there when we were starting those conversations is that if you're playing in such a small niche market, if you mess up, if you reach out to people, they don't like you, then look, you screwed. Like you don't have anyone else to sell to, right? So you need to go there and do it right from the very beginning. Because if you don't do it wrong, then you messed up. And really, actually, what was happening with these clients, because they were afraid to make a wrong move, they actually were not reaching out to anyone. And they were sitting there in the shadows in this really small market. They were not letting themselves to be known in these extremely small markets. I actually had a similar situation when I was a sales rep. I was selling in Melbourne to academics, and when I was at VWR, I was selling scientific supplies like test tubes, for example, and when I was at Leica Microsystems, I was selling microscopes. But again, in both situations, there is a limited number of universities, territory management. There is only this many customers that I can sell to. There is only 3 competitions or 4 competitors selling similar products. So again, really small niche market. And one thing to realize in these extremely small niche markets is that customers need you, right? Now realize that the customer who is using the type of test tube that I'm selling, right? He has options between me and 2 or 3 other competitors to buy those test tubes from. The customer who buys microscopes, the microscopy user, microscopy facility, they have a choice between Leica, I was working for Leica, and they can buy from Nikon, Zeiss, and Olympus, right? So they have only this many players on the market. And in a market like this, even reaching out to the customer and saying, hey, I have a product in this niche. I understand that you are using this product and I'm playing on this market. I want to introduce myself. This is already a massive value. You don't need to have a fancy sales pitch. You don't need to do anything really. You just need to introduce yourself and say, hey, I have a product. I understand that you're using this product type and I'm actually selling it. Let's talk. Let's just see what I can do for you now, or maybe what I can do for you in the future. Because look at it not from your perspective, but look at it from the customer's perspective. They are using those products, they're using your type of products on a regular basis. And what happens is what happens if their current supplier is out of stock? They have 2 other ones to look to, and maybe the second supplier, their sales rep, they cannot reach them. Maybe they're not available, they're on vacation, they just like too busy, not responding to emails. That's it. That customer has no one to get that product from. They literally, for them, knowing that you are there, a play on the market is a massive win. Same thing with test tubes, same thing with microscopes. And for the 2 clients that I'm already working with, it's so easy just to introduce yourself. Go introduce yourself. Don't use any sales pitches because their customers, they need solutions to their problems. And once they know that you play on the market, you are a solution. You can help them with an idea, maybe you can help them with a product, maybe you can help them with a service, maybe you know something. So when you're playing on really small markets, don't be afraid to do cold outreach. Your entire cold outreach is, hey, I'm here for you. There is a chance we'll need each other in the future. So when you're playing on small markets, go reach out to all of your customers, reach out to your competitors, get to know them, because you guys in this together. And another really good concept that I've heard there, that competitors are not competitors. They are other players on the market. So get to know your competitors, get to know all your customers. All you have to do is just to say, hey, I'm also in this market, let's talk.